Hello children, you are welcome to this segment of the program, The Classroom in Your Home. Today we will bring our revision sessions to a conclusion. I am Uncle Agbaje and this is mathematics time. Today in mathematics, like I said, we will bring our revision work to a close. So our objective is simply that by the end of the lesson, we will be able to recall some of the important points from the previous lessons. So let's just get right to it without wasting much time. The first question for today says you should study this tally chart and asks you how many people prefer New York City. This is a tally chart that represents the favorite cities of some people. So you have Orlando having three bundles, San Francisco 4 pieces, New York City 1 bundle 2 pieces, Las Vegas 2 bundles and 3 pieces. And the correct answer to this will be New York City. Options are 6, 9, 7 and 8. So New York City has 7 people that prefer it. The next question says how many people prefer Las Vegas. Now Las Vegas has 2 bundles and 3 pieces. So the options are 10, 13, 15 and 18. I'm sure you've identified your answer by now. Las Vegas, you have 5, 10 and plus 3, that's 13. So the correct answer will be 13 people, which I'm sure that you selected. Next question says you should study this pictogram and asks you, at the cupcakes produced on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, how many cupcakes do we have altogether? Now, the key says that one image that you see represents 6 cupcakes. So we've got to add Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday together. You have about 5 seconds to do that. Let's see what the addition of all the cupcakes on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday it should be 69. Let's just see how that is gotten. Now, on Monday we have 1, 2. On Monday we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On Tuesday we have 1, 2 whole. There is an half, but I'm coming back there. Making 7 now. 8 for Wednesday, 8, 9, 10, 11. So now 6 cupcakes. One image means 6 cupcakes. 6 in 11 places, that is 66. Now half of that will be 3. 66 plus 3 gives us 69, and that's how we arrive at this answer, 69 cupcakes. So moving on. On Sunday, how many cupcakes did we produce? Now on Sunday, you have to count all the images that you have there. Do that quickly and select your answer. So let's see. The correct answer will be 57 because we have how many images? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now that's 6 in 9 places. 6 times 9 is 54. But you have half of an image there, and if one image is 6 cupcakes, half will be 3 cupcakes. So 57 plus 3, 54 plus 3 will give you 57, my friend. Let's see the next question. Now this bar graph represents the birthday of students by month. And the question says how many students were born in the month of July. And the options are 8, 6, 4 and 2. And you see all these bars for each of the months. Just look at the one for July and tell us how many students were born in the month of July. The answer is quite obvious. It is 6 pupils, and that is because the bar for July is right here and it stops right on the 6th line. So you can see this is 0, 2, 4 and 6. So 6 students were born in the month of July. Let's see what the next question has to tell us. Now this is a pie chart. Now the question says the pie chart below represents the data of 800 people and the brand of phone they use. Now, how many people use Nokia? So you study the chart and look for where you can find Nokia. This big blue one here is Nokia. This one is BlackBerry. This one is iPhone. and this one says other phones, and this yellow one says no hand phone, people that use no hand phone. So now, how many people use Nokia? Don't forget that there are 800 people altogether. So the correct answer to that should be 400, and I'll tell you why that is. Now, the fraction for Nokia, of course, is half, 1/2. And now, since there are 800 people, just multiply that by 800. Bring it to a scale of 800. And 2 goes here 1, 2 goes here 4, here zeros, and you have your 400. This is the correct answer, my friend. The next question says, the pie chart is still representing 800 people and the brand of phone that they use. How many people use Apple iPhone? Now this is a fraction of people that use Apple iPhone. That is 1. That is 1/4. So calculate how many people use Apple iPhone. You have a few seconds for that. You should be getting your answer right about now. So let's see which one is the correct answer. The correct answer is 200, but let's see why that is so. Now, fraction of people that use Apple iPhone is 1/4, but since we are considering 800 people, just multiply by 800. Now, 4 goes here 1, 4 goes in 800 200 times. That is your answer. So the answer is 200, my friend. Now, the next question says, the pie chart represents the types of clothing sold by boutique. Now, 40 items of clothing were sold. So the question says, how many skirts were sold? How many skirts were sold? So you have to look for the fraction for skirts, and let me use something light. That is 1/5. So now you quickly calculate that, and let's see what you get as your answer. Should have gotten your answer right about now. So 1/5 is the fraction for skirts, but now there are 40 items of clothing, so you have to multiply by 40. Now 5 goes here 1, 5 goes here 8. 1 times 8 is 8. So I believe your final answer should be 8. So let's see what the next question is saying. The same diagram, it says, how many t-shirts were sold? So the fraction for t-shirt has been given to you. It's right here, 3/8. So quickly calculate and let's see. You don't forget that there are 40 items of clothing. So you should be having your answer right about now. So let's see. Fraction for t-shirt is 3/8. Now there are 40 items altogether, so you are multiplying by 40. 8 goes here 1, 8 goes here 5. Now 3 times 5 gives you 15. So this should be your answer, as you can see. So let's just take the next one. Still the same pie chart. It says, what fraction of the total sales were pants? We're not given the fraction, but you have this. This is the column for pants. So quickly look at that, and you will see that the fraction is actually 1/4. Because if you look at the whole circle, and you see that the circle has been divided into 4, and one of them goes to the pants. This right angle here should have guided you. It's 1/4. Now let's see what the next question is saying. But to find the range of the following set of scores, do you remember the range? Highest, lowest, difference. Quickly take that and let's see what your final answer will be. Well, I've gotten my answer. That answer should be 11. Let's see why that is. The highest of these is 19, the lowest is 8. 19 minus 8 will give us 11. This is the final answer, my friend. Let's see the next one. This says the weight of 5 boys are as follows: 56.1 kg, 49.2 kg, 55.3 kilogram, 47.4 kilograms, 36.2 kilograms. What is the weight range? You're still to find the range. So just look for the highest, and look for the lowest and calculate the range. Should have started working quickly. Now your final answer should be 19.9. Let's see why that is. Now this is because the highest weight here is 56.1 and the lowest is 36.2. So if I subtract that, 56.1 minus 36.2 Now 1 minus 2 will not go, so I borrow 1 from here, I'm left with 5. 11 minus 2 is 9. I borrow 1 from here because 5 minus 6 will not go. I'm left with 4 here. 15 minus 6 is 9. 4 minus 1 is 4 minus 3 is 1. Not forgetting our decimal point. You have 19.9. I believe that's the answer that you got. Let's see what the next question is saying. Discuss of 10 pupils in a 10 as follows. What is the mode of discourse? Do you remember the mode? The data with their highest counts. So what is the mode of this data set? You should have seen it by now. The mode is 6. And that is because 6 is occurring 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. No other item of data is occurring more than once. Only the mode is occurring 3 times. 3 is occurring 2 times. But 6 is occurring 3 times. And that is why 6 is the mode. So let's see what the next question is saying. This graph represents the source of energy for a country. What is the modal source of energy? And you have, is it hydroelectric, nuclear, oil, or gas? And if you study that diagram, you see that oil has a very long bar, gas has a bar not as long as oil, coal taller than gas, hydroelectric shorter than those, nuclear at the same height with hydroelectric, and geothermal and wind the lowest. So which one is the mode for this bar graph? Well, the mode or the modal source of energy is oil. You will recall that for bar graphs, the mode is the data with the tallest bar, and that is oil in this case. Let's see what the next one is saying. The pie chart below represents the types of products that a company makes. What is the modal type? Now you have type A, type B, type C, or type D. Now type A has 20% on the pie chart, type B has 4%, type C has 11%, type D has 49%, and other types have 16%. Which one is the mode? Well, I believe you have selected your answer. The mode, of course, is the pie with the largest, the piece of the pie that is the largest, and in this case it is type D, because you can see it has 49%. Moving on. The next question says, this data set has been arranged for you. Find the median. Now the options are 3, 5, 6, and 7. But if you look at the data set, it starts with 2, then 3, then 3, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8. Which one is the median for all these numbers? Don't forget that for median you have to arrange. But to save your time, we have arranged this one for you. So quickly identify the median, and I'm sure that you identified 5 as the median. Which is because if you look at this data set and you circle one from here and circle one from the other end, circle one from the left, I circle 3 here and then 7 on the other side, 3 again on the left and 6 on the other side, I am left with 5. And that is why 5 is the median. The next question says, the data set has been arranged for you again. You have to find the median. Now you have the options as 18, 19, 20, and 22. But the data set itself is 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 23, and 25. It has been arranged. We just find the median. You should have started working and you should be getting your answer right about now. So let's see what that median is. The median is 19, but there is no 19 in the data set. So how come? Let's just see how we got that. So now that the data has been arranged, we circle 15 on the left, and the last data here is 25 on the right. Then we circle 16 on the left, and 23 on the right. Then 17 on the left, and 22 on the right. Now I'm left with 2 numbers in the middle. And do you remember that when we have two numbers in the middle, all we have to do is add them together and divide them into 2. Now 18 plus 20 is 38, and 38 divided by 2 will give you 19. That is why 19 is our median. Moving on. Next question says we have to find the mean of this data set 5, 6, 4, 3, and 7. Now, what does the mean mean? You remember that the mean means the average. So quickly find the average of this. And you should get your mean to be 5. Let's see why that is. So, adding all the numbers, because the mean means to add everything and share it equally. 5 plus 6 plus 4 plus 3 plus 7, you get 11. 5 plus 6 is 11, plus 4 is 15, plus 3 is 18. 18 plus 7 is 25. Now, how many data items do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you divide by 5. 25 divided by 5 will give you 5. So this is the correct answer, my friend. The next question says, the average of cars using a parking lot from Monday to Friday is 32. What is the total number of cars parked from Monday to Friday? Now, remember that the average is equal for each item of data. So the average is 32. But how many items of data do you have from Monday to Friday? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you have 5. So if the average is equal for all the days, what will be the total? Quickly calculate that. And your answer should be 160, because 32 times 5 is 160. Next question says, the mean score of a boy in 5 tests is 7. Now we know the mean or the average. In each of the tests is called 9, 6, 5, 8, and y. What is the value of y? Now you have to calculate this. Remember that the mean is equal for all the items of data, and there are 5 items of data. So the total will be what? Well, let's see what the answer is. The answer should be 7, the value of y, and I'll show you why. The mean is equal for all the items of data, and there are 5 tests. If the mean is 7, that means it is 7, 7 in 5 places. That is, 7 times 5 will be 35. So his total test score is 35. But if you add all his test scores, all these ones, and this y that we don't know, we will still get the total. So let's add them. 9 plus 6 plus 5 plus 8 plus y must give us 35, which is the total score. So 9 plus 6 is 15, plus 5 is 20, plus 8 is 28, plus y is 35. So now what do I add to 28 to give me 35? Of course, that will be 7. So y equals to 7. And that is why we get this answer, my friend. So now, we have come to the end of the revision lesson for today, and indeed for the week. I believe that you've been able to recall a lot of the concepts that we have taught. By next week, I will be back with more interestingly packaged lessons. But for now, I will hand you over to Uncle Popo for the revision of the general studies lessons. Till I come your way next time, remain wonderful mathematicians.